I mean, the administration has created the opportunity here. The free speech issue is not only valid, I think it is perhaps the principal thing for us to be concerned about here. It is our most foundational right. This is clearly an expression of some sentiment on the part of James Comey. The fact that we're talking about interpretation here makes that very, very clear. And I think for the administration, they really need to take a clear-eyed look at what they're doing here. This is a circumstance where they're consistently, reliably going after their political opponents, using the apparatus of the federal government to do that. It doesn't just look bad. It's petty, it's vindictive, it is gross, and I think it is a crass violation of our civil rights.
We've had three assassination attempts on the president. We've had three assassination attempts on this guy.
This is not an assassination
attempt. We have had rhetoric leading to these actions.
And you have someone, and you mentioned rhetoric again, that is also free expression.
He can't be this hapless septuagenarian who doesn't even know where he is, stumbling upon seashells that he totally
Again, I'm not sure what you're getting at.
My point is that he knew what he was doing. This is a guy who was the top law enforcement officer of the country.
But Joe, are you
pretend like he didn't know exactly?
But Joe, just
although in this particular case, Kimmel would have had to have some prior knowledge of what was going to happen in this case to have something to apologize for.
Right, but the timing was unfortunate enough that he might as well have said, you know what?
I'm not sure.
That was unfortunate timing. I wish that hadn't been said.
I suppose one could say that, but he also made a joke on Thursday. The bad thing that we are all alluding to here happened on Saturday. The two are not connected in any meaningful sense. And again, what you said earlier is worth repeating. The several attacks that have happened directed at Donald Trump are egregious. It's shaken me quite a bit, honestly, to think that in the United States, in the year of our Lord 2026, people are taking shots at the president. And this is disconcerting. At the same time, it doesn't seem appropriate to me that the response from the administration is, well, let's start cracking down on everyone who is saying anything directed at the president, even if it has no connection whatsoever to an assassination plot. That, to me, again, smacks of pettiness. It seems vindictive. And again, it runs afoul of our laws. If there is a legitimate concern about systematic discrimination on the part of broadcasters here, the FCC would pretty much have grounds to go after every broadcaster in America related to DEI policies.
Including, by the way, Fox, which
Absolutely.
has DEI policies.
Absolutely.
Just like all the other networks.
Yeah,
but
which broadcaster hasn't made commitments to do this
Disney
kind of
has a
DEI
policy that 50%
do you know of any broadcaster that hasn't done this?
Underrepresented groups.
Do you know of any broadcaster that hasn't made similar commitments since 2020?
No, and when their licenses get renewed, I imagine
but the license isn't up for renewal. What we know is that the process was actually expedited here. In fact, it seems as though they've expedited the process in the last couple of days. Why do you suspect that happened?
The process began in March of 2025. It was done over the last year. You pointed out something that happened in the fall. So this has been ongoing for
I'm asking you why they're expediting now.
I'm just telling you that there is a ongoing inquiry by the FCC. And if Disney has nothing to hide about their DEI policies,
the answer is not convenient.
I don't think it's. But they're effectively a dictatorship. They don't care. They don't care about the harm that this is causing to their people. And that's why we're in this stalemate that we're in. So, I mean, this is why Germany is asking the question, how do we get out?
Well, they do have a different sort of political calculus for precisely the reasons you underscored there. But it's also true that they have been making recent overtures. The reporting suggests that they are trying to make some sort of deal now, and that the president of the United States is skeptical of whether or not the deal is sufficiently good, and perhaps wants to extend this blockade further.
The details matter.
The details matter.
When you're a world away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, the president seems really determined to kind of put his visage on everything. I just don't appreciate. Well, I don't appreciate it in general. I have a kind of visceral reaction to it. But it's also one of those things where the photo that he selected is just him glowering at you. It does not really seem like exactly what I would want to do if I were putting my face on everything.
Trump is one of a kind.
Yeah. What do we got here? What's with the guy wearing a baseball hat and a cowboy hat on the show?
Get their ass.
Wow.
I mean, honestly,
huge anti-hat crowd.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Erroneous.
All right.